You ready, Nathan?
Hey y'all, Die and Breed Barbecue back in front of the grill today. If you're coming back, welcome back. If it's your first time here, hey, thanks for checking us out. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time if the audio is kind of messed up on this. It's windy as heck out here. It's cold today, and that puts me in the mood for soup. So I'm gonna show you how I do a soup out here on the grill. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, punch the like button. Let's make a taco soup. Now taco soup, everybody's probably made it. Super simple, it's easy to throw together. Just need a few canned ingredients, but we're gonna change this one up a little bit. If you've seen everything going around on the internet, you've seen that over-the-top chili. I've never made over-the-top chili, but I have made over-the-top taco soup, and let me tell you, it's amazing. So, we're gonna get into that. What I've got here is 2 pounds of ground meat. I used 80-20 for this because for the over the top, you're gonna want that fat dripping down in your soup here. So I'm gonna bring y'all in closer. We'll get this thing thrown together. Like I said, this is just your standard taco soup. The only thing different we're gonna do is we're gonna put the meat over the top. So for a normal taco soup, you would go ahead and just cook this hamburger meat, add it in, everything will be fine. We're gonna go ahead and just add in our canned ingredients. So we got 3 cans of, 2 cans of pinto beans and 1 can of kidney beans. I'm gonna add them in here. Then we've got 2 cans of fire roasted rotel tomatoes. I like the fire roasted, it adds another little depth of flavor in there. And then we've got 1 can of hominy. If you don't like hominy, you could put corn in instead of the hominy. I like the hominy. Then we've got 1 pack of ranch dressing mix and 1 package of taco seasoning. Get that thrown in there. Then we'll just give this a mix. Now we got that mixed up, we'll set this aside. Then we're gonna get into our hamburger. So with the hamburger, all you're gonna do is you're just gonna take and make a big old hamburger ball. Just kind of work it together. Alright, so we've got our ball kind of formed here. It's not perfect, doesn't have to be. You just want a ball of meat. Get that on our pan here. And the rub I'm using today is just Tailgater's Party. You've seen me use it a lot. I'll leave a link in the description where you can get this rub if you want to try it out. It's good stuff. We'll just season this meat up. Now that we've kind of got it seasoned up, we're going to take our pan here. Take and lay your rack on top of your pan, and then you're just going to place that hamburger right on top. I'm going to get the grill fired up now. We're going to be cooking today on the Louisiana grill 800 series. We're going to be running at 250 degrees just for about an hour, and then we'll kick this thing up to 300. Once that meat hits about 150 degrees, we're going to get it off of here, pull it apart, drop it in our soup, and then let that soup keep cooking. Let me get the grill fired up. Alright, so our grill's cruising. We're gonna go ahead and get this thrown in here. Like I said, we'll just put it in just like this. As that cooks, the juices from this meat gonna drip down in this soup. It's absolutely delicious. We're gonna run it at 250 degrees, like I said, for an hour, and then we'll kick it up to 300. I'll see you in about an hour. Okay, so we've been cruising for about an hour at 250 degrees. You can see this thing starting to really juice. We're getting some good drippings in there. We're getting some good color. I'm gonna go ahead and stick a probe in it now, just so we can monitor our temps. So right now we're sitting at about 76, 77 degrees. we're gonna go ahead and kick it up to 300 now. Let this thing finish off. Like I said, once it hits 150, 155, we're gonna get it off, break it up, and finish up this taco soup. Alrighty, so we're back. Let's kind of recap what's happened here. Started raining, figures. So what we did is we smoked this thing at 250 degrees for 1 hour. Then we kicked the temps up to 300 degrees. And this thing wound up going about another hour and a half until we got to the internal temperature of 155 degrees. Let's go ahead and bust this thing up, get it thrown into this taco soup here. So this is what you're left with after you've smoked it and cooked it. Go ahead and get into this thing here. She's juicy. Got a pretty good smoke ring on it. That's what we're looking for. We'll just go ahead and bust this thing up and throw it off in here. The flavor on this thing is amazing whenever you do it this way. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just extremely good. You get the smoky flavor of the meat. You get the juices dripping into this taco soup. It's just amazing. I don't know how else to describe it. So, we'll bust this thing up, get it thrown off in here. Got it in there. Now then we're gonna just give it a little mix, kind of blend that together. This is gonna really fill your pot up. Because once we put it in here, we're gonna top it off with a little bit more water, just eyeball it. So, got the soupiness, and like I said, we can take that meat to 155 degrees, because now then we're gonna cover this thing up, and it's gonna go back on the grill for just about 30 minutes. You want those flavors to kind of blend together from that meat and all your spices in there. So we're gonna cover this thing, put it back on the grill for about 30 minutes, and then we'll be back. Alright, so here we are, finished product. This ended up being about a 3-hour cook. This is not a quick taco soup, but it's definitely a delicious taco soup. This is by far my favorite way to do it. If you haven't tried this yet, you need to give it a shot. It's just absolutely delicious. You get the smokiness, you get all that good flavor in there, and it's absolutely amazing. If you like what you see here, I got an Instagram page, @DieandBreedBarbecue. I also got a Facebook page, Die and Breed Barbecue. We just cooked up taco soup out there on the Louisiana grill, in the freezing cold, and the rain. I just gotta get a little bite here. And it's delicious.